I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Beacon Board of Education. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Larry Cohen.
Here.
Betsy Dennis.
Here.
Jennifer Edge.
Here.
Christine Galbo.
Here.
Frank Garnett.
Here.
Georgia Patchen.
Here.
Mary Beth Stevens.
Excused.
Bill Zoff.
Here.
Melissa Thompson.
Here. Mr. Hilberg, if you'll review the fire exits.
We have fire exits on either side of the multi-purpose room. Thank you.
Okay. Would you like to introduce the workshop?
I'd like to thank Mrs. Condello for hosting the meeting here this evening. We had a tour of the building earlier. Looks great. It's often said that a school building is a direct reflection of the leadership of the principal, and serves you quite well, madam. Very nice. From our discussions, I understand you have a report for the Board of Education. I think if you come up just a little bit so it can be picked up by the microphone, it will be fine. Yeah, that's fine.
It was a pleasure showing off the building, because sometimes we're tucked all the way here in the mountains, and it's really nice when we get guests. So thank you for coming over tonight. Our current enrollment, as you can tell when you walk around the building, is around 495. We fluctuate. So we hit 500, then we go down a little bit, and we go over 500. So our largest class size right now is 28 students in our 4th grade class. Average class sizes range around 24, 25 students. Our self-contained classes are close to being maxed out. That's our 115-1 classrooms. We have our spectrum class, which is grades 4 through 6. We have 3 self-contained classes, a K-1, a 2-3, and a 4-5. We have integrated classes at a kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade level, with a special ed teacher in each of those rooms, 0.5 at the time. When I showed you around, I showed you our PBIS GEMS board. We work on our kickoff assembly at the beginning of the school year so that we have common language and we understand the school-wide expectations for lunch, recess, how to use a bathroom appropriately, homework, tardiness, how to walk in the hallways appropriately. And our bus drivers are on board with us and supporting us in our endeavors of reducing our bus referrals. Our PTO has been an integral part in a lot of that we do here. Heather Haburn is my PTO president, and we really appreciate all of their hard work. They've actually supplied you with some dinner tonight too. They hold their meetings one time a month at 3:30, and we've been getting help from the National Honor Society students from the high school to help us with babysitting after school so that parents can attend the meetings. They support us in our school-wide assemblies through our Arts and Education Committee. They help out our garden club, our 5th grade events, and computer and technology programs. New construction, when we walked around, main electrical switchgear was replaced, new electrical panels were installed, and you saw the new light fixtures in the gymnasium, which makes the gymnasium much brighter. We offer AIS in the form of remedial reading, supported by a certified reading teacher. Currently, she services around 55 students in grades 1 through 5. She does push-in services for our kindergarten classrooms. Remedial math is supported by our TA with a current caseload around 20 students in grade 4, push-in services for our 2nd grade, and 5 students in grade 5. Our response to intervention team meets on a weekly basis, and we talk about students who require Tier 2 or possible Tier 3 strategies. Parents are invited to attend those meetings and are notified in advance. We have 3 general ed teachers that rotate and run the meetings. And we have our coaches, which are led by our special ed teachers to help support general education teachers in the classroom with various strategies. We held a Parents as Partners workshop in October. We had 2 sessions for half an hour. We had a K2 and a 3-5. And I had a great turnout of teachers that came out that night to help us. It was providing parents with a lot of literature and tools in regards to what the Common Core standards are, what are the expectations that they're going to see their child coming home with various homeworks and questions. We had a really good turnout. We're looking at trying to do another partnership in the spring once we have more information that we can share with them. For our safety, we've conducted 7 fire drills and 1 intruder drill. And we'll have an evacuation run in the springtime. And to prepare for our emergency go-home drill, we do a practice drill 2 days beforehand with all the lights on, knowing that we have 500 students in the building. New students, new staff. We'd like to see where actually everybody goes. You have to be cognizant of the windows. We have the skylights, so we have to review everywhere, so kids and the staff know exactly where to turn to. When you walked in to each of the classrooms, everybody has a safety binder and a flashlight in their rooms. And this is a school-wide practice. In their safety binders, they will have basic medical supplies, Band-Aids, gauze, gloves. All the special area teachers' binders are a little bit thicker because they have to encompass all the children in the whole entire school. The teachers will have just the information for their classrooms. We'll have information regarding students with needs or allergies in there. We'll have the class rosters regarding where we find the parents' phone numbers if we need to immediately. The safety plan is in there. I have all the students' information in mine. But everybody has their safety plan, their evacuation drills. The teachers also have a red construction paper, so if we had to evacuate, and we've worked long and hard with the fire department and the Fishkill Police Department. If, for an example, it was something with the boiler and you really don't want to touch your electronics and we had to evacuate, every single person in this building has a 2-way radio. That if there's an immediate need, we have a red piece of paper that we would hold up so we know we have a visual if we have to attend to that. So we do practice a lot of our drills frequently throughout the year. And the best part of the tour that you saw was our election booth. So tomorrow our 5th grade students will be voting on their class presidents and vice presidents. They've done their campaigning, they've had their posters, they've had their pins, their candy they've been passing out, and they'll do their inaugural speech during the same time as the electoral process. Okay?
Well, Dawn is our most senior elementary principal, our most senior principal. By experience, certainly not by age. And I wanted to comment on a couple of things that you just spoke about. Our hats are off to you for your parent meeting about the Common Core standards. You're a pioneer with that. And I know you're so busy, but you managed to do that on top of everything else, so kudos for that. That was really great. And I'm happy to hear it was well attended. And it's real obvious to all of us that you pay a lot of attention to the safety protocols, and that's very heartening, so we appreciate that. I'm going to buttonhole you for membership on the district safety team with Dr. Sieverding. You see, the better you are, the more work you get. You know how that goes. And congratulations on the election. And I hope your candidates, I know the best candidates will win because they're all the best.
The best.
Yeah.
We're excited. Thank you.
So that's terrific. Thanks so much, Dawn. We have some great news to report. Dr. Walkley would like to announce about some special students.
We received a memorandum today. It's very exciting that the following students have been recognized for exemplary academic accomplishment. National Merit Scholarship semifinalists, John Cruz, Russell Ng, and Nancy Oakes. ACT College Admission Placement Exam, Russell Ng, composite score of 36. Out of 1.66 million students, only 781 students earned a 36. And so Russell has received a letter that we received a copy of from the Chief Executive Officer of the ACT that congratulates him and states, "You have earned the highest possible composite score of 36. Your achievement on the ACT is significant and rare. On average, less than 0.1% of all test takers earn the top score. Among ACT tested students in the graduate class of 2012, again, only 781 out of 1.66 million earned this score." So not only congratulations to Russell, what a great accomplishment, but also to the other National Merit Scholarship finalists, which is also a significant accomplishment. And I'm glad that, thanks to Dr. Sieverding for sharing this information with us.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. We really appreciate that. Before we adjourn to executive, Anne Marie has an introduction to make.
Yes, I do. Karen, I'd like you to stand. I'm sorry, this will be the only embarrassing part you have. I'd like to introduce Karen Pagano, who's on the agenda tonight as our new school lunch manager. Karen comes to Beacon with a wealth of knowledge in the food service industry. She's currently working as the Director of Dining Services at Sharon Healthcare Center and has been there for the past 17 years. Her former supervisor described Karen as hard worker and able to adapt to anything. She has a great working relationship with her staff, and she runs her kitchen in a very efficient manner. And he also mentioned that she always gives 110% to everything that she does. We believe that Karen will be an asset to the entire district, but especially to the food service department. So welcome.
Well, we're excited that you're here.
Well, I'm pleased and I'm excited to be a part of this team. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. That's great. And finally, Kelly has some plaques. We did not get a chance to award all our plaques for Board Recognition Week, and I think you have a couple there to give out.
Two.
And pins. Yeah.
That's for Dennis.
Congratulations. Very nice.
Oh, did I? Wait a minute. They got mixed up. Hang on. That's yours. Let's check it. I was just going to fix it later.
Yeah, 3 years later, they look up and say, wait a minute, that's not my friend.
It's hanging on the wall.
There. That's actually a bit Mary Beth. And there's your chin. And thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah, so I think we, according to the professor, we have to utilize the most exec. Yeah.
Okay. Motion for executive session?
Motion to adjourn to executive session to review the employment history of a particular person, and the board will return as soon as possible.
Second. Comments or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The board will return as quickly as possible.